Here's how you can make a girl chase you by using her name. This is a trick that I stumbled upon accidentally. It wasn't until I was telling a friend about it that I actually realized it could be used on any girl. For me, there are two girls' names that always turn out to be bitches. Those names are Brittany and Jessica. Every time I've met one, they've ended up being terrible. So whenever I meet a girl named Brittany or Jessica, I tell them, every girl I've ever met named Brittany or Jessica has turned out to be a bitch. This follows with them saying things like, well, I'm not a bitch, or that's so rude, you can't just generalize like that. And I say, all I said was that the past has shown me that girls with your name are generally not awesome people. I don't know you well enough yet, but chances are you won't prove me wrong. They then proceed to spend the rest of the night fighting for your approval. They want nothing more than to prove to you that they are awesome and different from all other Britneys. Most of the time, they won't even realize this. They just so badly need you to believe that they aren't a bitch, so that they can tell themselves that they're a good person. When I've used this, I've used it honestly, as in only on girls named Brittany or Jessica, but technically it could be used on any girl, aside from maybe a girl named LaFonda, because chances are you haven't met many LaFondas. The important thing here, though, isn't the technique or the method, it's the principle behind it. To understand how to pick up any woman in any situation, you need to be flexible. Rigid lines and routines will only work some of the time, maybe most of the time, but principles will work all of the time. So if we reverse engineer this, what's really happening? By immediately telling her about your bad past experience with girls that have her name, you have forced her to qualify herself to you. She now feels she has to prove herself to you, whether she realizes it or not. It has raised your value in her eyes on a subconscious level. You have instantly, literally in the first minute of meeting her, stacked the deck in your favor and created attraction. You now have the upper hand and control the situation. Let me be clear about one thing in this situation though. It needs to be playful. You can't just say, Jessica's a bitches, with a straight face and a harsh tone. It sends the wrong message. A playful attitude about it keeps your value high without you being a complete arsehole. So the principle behind this is to do something immediately in the conversation that causes her to feel the need to be approved of by you. Not the want, but the need. One of the greatest human needs is belonging. Belonging to a group or social circle or anything. And by triggering that response in her mind, she wants to be around you, and generally she'll want to end up in your bedroom. You can use this specific technique on just about any girl, but I suggest that you think more about the principle than the technique. You can use anything you want to trigger this principle of instant attraction in any woman, no matter how beautiful she is. Quick side note though, this has actually worked for me every time I've used it, so use it sparingly. It's powerful stuff. For more ways to trigger instant attraction and to learn the #1 mistake you don't even know you're making around women, go to the website below. It's sexualinception.com. You'll be glad you did.